For the Bitcoin, if we talk about in the daily time frame, it is obviously looking really bullish, and I am not disappointed by this. I'm not calling this up and everything. I still think that we can go higher from here, and I'm definitely bullish on the Bitcoin. Of course, one of the main reason is that we have done a breakout of our range. So yeah, I don't see a reason to be bearish unless we start to reclaim inside the range and start go lower. Before that, calling the top is not a good thing. I don't see any sign of the weakness. Yeah, we did had the swing failure pattern and we did sweep the 80k level, but right now I don't see the signs of absolute top being in, so I'm not gonna call it. That's simple. Okay, the one of the main long area that I'm looking at on the Bitcoin is around the 62k and 61k, and the main reason simply being that is we have a value area high around this level. We had a value area high around this. Yeah, you can see we have a value area high around this level. This is the reason, this 72k level being the main one where I'm looking for potential long opportunity. This was the short which I didn't took personally, but I can explain you the reasoning after I am done with this long. So I am looking to long around the 72k to the 71k. The reason is the naked point of control. We also have the value area high, and this is the absolute reason, because keep in mind, if we start losing this value area high, then the things will become worse, and then you can expect that Bitcoin can go lower from there or range for a couple months more. But as long as we are above this value area high, you can call this a support, you can call this anything you want, but this level, you see this black line, this is the main level. As long as the Bitcoin is trading above it, we are good. Once we start to lose this, things will start to get bearish, and we don't want this value area high to be lost. This is really important. You can mark it on your chart if you want. And this level being so good that I'm interested in longs from here if we get it. So yeah, this is one of the long levels I'm looking at. Just keep your eyes on it. I won't say the short from the 80k was the bad idea, because of course we had a daily FEG, we swept the equal highs, but I was too bullish on the Bitcoin. I should have held the short bias, but unfortunately I did not. And you can see I missed a very great short, and I posted about this on my X as well. Okay, let me bring this up from my X. If you don't follow me on my X, you are missing a lot, especially if you are into the educational stuff. Let me just bring this shot. So on the Asia session, we did a swing failure pattern. We did a swing failure pattern. There were long strapped at the highs, and boom, you can see the reaction. And that's what happened here as well. We did a swing failure pattern. We swept the daily FEG and the equal highs there, and boom, you can see the reaction we have gotten from there. But unfortunately, I missed it again. I cannot do anything about it. So yeah, but this long level 72k, this is where I'm very interested. The next thing I want to talk about is this. Okay, sorry. One thing that I wanted to bring up that I forgot to did is this trend line. The Bitcoin have also done a breakout of its daily, weekly trend line. So we can anticipate a retest of this, and we can go higher from here. So this will basically align with the value area highs, something like this, moreover. And yeah, so you will have a confluence of the value area high, and you will have a confluence of the trend line to look for longs here. So this is the reason why I'm looking at this level. Just wanted to bring this up. Now if I go on a 1 hour time frame, this short was a very good one. What happened is, of course, Bitcoin was in its mini range. If I go on a 2 hour time frame, I can show you better. You had this mini range, and again, keep in mind, any chart in the world, it can be Bitcoin, Nasdaq, SPX, it ranges, then it goes into the trend, then it ranges, then it goes into the trend, then it ranges, then it goes into the trend. This is how it moves. This is auction market theory in simple words. So you can see the similar thing happened here as well. The price ranged, trend breakout, then it started ranging again, then it did another breakout, went into the trend, and then it started ranging again, and now we are in a trend. And till the Bitcoin find its new value on a 2 hour time frame, it can be around this level. we can expect that Bitcoin will be volatile, and that you can see the Bitcoin is volatile. So what happened is that we were in this small mini range, we were ranging, we did a swing failure pattern here, we were bouncing from the support overall here. Once we did a breakdown with a strong volume, with a strong candle close below the 77k level, you can see the price went down, retest this level, and boom, we started going down. I posted this chart on my, no, I did not post it on my X, but I was talking about this chart somewhere else. And yeah, this was a very beautiful opportunity because of course it aligned beautifully with our imbalance here and the retest of this mini range. And if I draw the Fibonacci from high to the low, we also had a 0.5 level. So yeah, overall this was also a good thing, but let's see how far this goes. So all of this liquidity that you are seeing here, it's not good. Now I do not expect all of this liquidity to get swept, but at least these lows we have here, they have a very high chance that they can get swept out. So just be careful of these lows. These are really important in the weak lows. That's what I'm gonna mention. This is it for the Bitcoin. The major long level revolves around the 62k. If I use the anchored VWAP from this low, we also had we have an anchored VWAP here as well. So yeah, you have anchored VWAP around this level as well. So this just adds to the confidence. Okay. So what we haven't tapped this anchored VWAP from a very long time. So when we will tap this, you can expect a good bounce, because when an anchored VWAP gets tested after a very long time, it produces a very good bounce usually. Yeah, I also want to bring this up, the spot selling we are getting lately. And it's a coordinated spot selling. The perps and the spots are selling side by side. When this dump occurred, the spot sold as well. And when this dump occurred, the spot and the perps both sold as well. So right now the things are not looking good unless we start to see some spot bull data being flow in. So let's see what happens, but this remains a major long area. The philosophy with these coins is trade the range until it's broken. So just take the major profits if you're getting the here. If you bought here, then take the major profits here, enter in a short, and then sell here. Do not expect a breakout. Do not have high expectations, because these coins will move so fast that you will think that they're going higher, but they will not. They will simply outsmart you, and that's what it happens. The people who bought here, when they see a candle like this, they would be thinking, oh, we are going to go higher, but see what happened. It ended up doing what it's been doing from last 3 times. So learn from the history. The history tells you buy the support and sell at the resistance, and that's what you should be doing with the in it. So go on to, yeah, this is just, look at these wicks. How are you even trading this coin? You also had a swing failure pattern here. So yeah, this is not looking good. But next buy again, if I get it on the support, I would love to play this out. Maybe not personally, because I don't like to trade these coins. The risk to reward ratio, even the risk to reward ratio is good. I don't think it's worth the risk. If we get a swing failure pattern of this low, this is something you can look for trade.